Yo, 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 what is up? And welcome back to another episode of the Yo, Yo, Yo podcast with Martin and Hooter.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day, afternoon, night, freaking middle of the night because you can't sleep and that's when you're tuning in. Wherever the hell you're listening, I hope that I'm going to tell you right now, I feel like the Spirit of the Lord just came upon me right now. And it's no accident that you're here. You're here because it was preordained. And you're going to get blessed with whatever the hell you listen to today. There's going to be a moment where you'll be like, this is why I tuned in. And at that moment, you're going to remember, fuck, when we started this shit, that crazy fuck said, there's going to be a moment and that's going to be your moment. And then you're going to know that it was the Spirit of the Lord upon my shoulder. Mm-hmm. We have a special guest here. You like that, Hooter?
Nice intro.
Dude, hey. We're joined today by the super talented Reverie Love.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Oh, dude,
What's
I'm
up,
glad you showed up. You got a lot going on.
I do. I have a lot going on. I'm always really busy, and I just dropped a new album. It's called No Chaser.
No chaser, like when you're drinking and you have no chaser?
Exactly. Yes. Uh-huh. It's my 13th album in 13 years.
Bro.
All
Damn.
Independent. No record label.
Bro.
No.
Props on that. Because that's a lot of writing. That's a lot of discipline and a lot of creating.
Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm.
And now, so you've been 13, like one day you just said, this is what I'm going to do? Or is it like a childhood dream to be a rapper?
It was kind of a little bit of both, you know, and the older I get and the more my career progresses, the more I try to remember back then. And I actually have found things that I wrote when I was a kid, and I talked about being a famous rapper. And so it's pretty crazy. I guess I manifested everything that's happening. And it's been a journey, but it's what I do full time. And I'm also a designer. I have my staff, and I've been to 22 countries, and I've performed in most of the United States, and it's a lifestyle.
13 years of anything, it's going to be a wild ride, no matter what you're doing.
Yes.
But I'm sure even rapping is like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been a journey.
There's an entire generation. So I'm in my 50s, and I remember when rap, it wasn't even called hip hop, it was just called rap. People were the rappers, you know.
Yeah.
And I remember bands like NWA, you know, Run DMC, at that time LL Cool J, and even Ice-T was out there, you know. And it was a new a very new genre. I think before that, the closest, when I was in elementary school, I remember one of the homies had a record, Rapper's Delight.
Oh yeah.
And I think, I don't know if that's accurate, that's the first rap album or not, but at that time I don't remember anybody doing anything like that, and it was just like, it just blew you away, and you just couldn't get enough of that, you know. And then you had you know, me, I was more in the rock and in the metal scene when I was young, but there's a whole generation of people that were inspired by early, you know, rappers.
Yeah.
Like, and there's a shit ton of people, especially if you're in a neighborhood that's kind of like, you know, not very affluent, pretty much in the hood. You're gonna rap about some real shit. And that, you know, then the game just started evolving, and you know, you had guys, you know, Tupac Shakur, who was a goddamn poet. You know what I mean? And absolutely. Who were your inspirations? Who, like, were you listening to and like saying, yeah, that's the shit I want to do?
So when I was little, basically all the people that you named already, I was listening to because of my dad. My dad is in his 50s, and he would play all that stuff for us. And even the Rapper's Delight thing, I think that was one of the first songs that I memorized, like the whole song, and I was so excited about it. Me and my brothers would be rapping it together, and so I grew up listening to a lot of old stuff because of my dad. I feel like he really got me into hip hop. And then when I was he also listened to like Cypress Hill, and well, you said NWA, yeah, like all that stuff is what I grew up on initially. And then when I was like in school, in grade school and stuff, I would listen to like Tupac and Biggie and Bone Thugs, and Nelly and 50 Cent and Missy Elliott, Little Rob. I always listened to a lot of hip hop, and I also was into like pop music. I like Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera.
Who didn't like Britney Spears at one point, man?
Only the haters. Hey, Britney inspired my haircut, for real.
Nice. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Highland Park, born and raised in Highland Park.
Highland Park?
Northeast LA, yeah.
Okay.
Before it was gentrified.
I was just going to say, Highland Park wasn't always the Highland Park that it is now.
Yes, before the yoga studios and
the
record
coffee shops.
Yeah, before the coffee shops with oat milk.
Wild coffee shop. Oh, I'm not gonna hate though. I fuck with oat milk heavy.
I
dude.
do too. And I like I go to the hipster restaurants in Highland Park too.
Damn.
I do.
They be slinging $7 tacos out there.
Okay, well, maybe I won't buy a $7 taco, but I'll get a latte with oat milk.
So yeah, same here. I can't do lactose.
I know.
Dude, and sometimes like, I travel a lot, so I'll be like in, somewhere like in Kansas or some shit, where you're just like, you have oat milk, and they just look at like, you go fuck yourself. Like they get so angry when you ask for anything other than real whole milk.
Yeah.
Like,
What's wrong with this cow milk?
Yeah. They're like, he's from California.
Oh, dude, they hate California, bro. They think I'm gonna try to turn everybody in the town gay or some shit, bro. Like, he's over here to promote the gay agenda. All them goddamn lefties from California
asking for fucking oat milk.
Oh my
Next thing you know, you're gonna want a dick in your mouth, huh, bro?
Want to stir it with some cock?
Oh my God! It's
Shout out to
so
Kansas,
true.
though.
Shout out to the Midwest. Shout out to Kansas.
Big
God.
love. That's a lot for the Bible Belt.
Oh my God! It's so different out there, though, in the middle of the
you've
country.
traveled, so you've seen.
Yeah, I've been to most of the United States, and so I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'll still ask though. Do you have oat milk? No. Oh no. Okay, I'll take the coffee black then. Do you have honey? No. Only sugar, white, in a package. I'm like, okay, just black.
We don't even fuck with Splenda.
Yeah.
Just old school fucking sweet and low, you fuck.
It's so different.
But yeah, dude, like gentrification like has hit a lot of those towns that were, hood, and the Wilmington has not gotten gentrified, Hooter. I grew up in a town called Wilmington. I don't know if you're familiar with Wilmington.
I just did an interview with Tony A.
Tony the Wiz. I went to high school with Tony the Wiz.
Cool,
I went to
yeah.
not high school, middle school. We never went to high school.
Oh my God!
Hey, they went to the same ditching parties in high school.
No, yeah, we had the same homeroom in junior high. It was called junior high back then. Now it's called middle school.
Okay.
But yeah, that's Tony.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's the homie right there.
Mm-hmm.
And so that town till this day has no Starbucks.
Yeah, really?
There's no Starbucks in Wilmas.
Wow.
When Wilmas says "fuck your hood," it's a hood, and so so it's not gentrified yet.
Mm-hmm.
You still have the truck showing up selling birria and shit, birria ramen and things.
Yeah.
That's dude. If your town sells birria ramen, your shit done got gentrified. You can no longer call it a hood.
That's true.
You can no longer call it a hood. If you're fucking selling birria ramen, you're next level shit now. The property value is through the roof now.
Yeah.
Which is freaking crazy talk. So now you grew up in Highland Park in the time where Highland Park is hot.
Yeah, it was pretty rough when I grew up. Honestly, it's still pretty rough. Like,
Sure.
there's a lot of white people, but there's still shit going down. But not like when I was living there. Yeah. It's definitely improved a bit.
Was it a pretty like humble beginnings type of thing? Like I know my family, we were on food stamps, welfare, 2-bedroom apartment with fucking 7-8 people living there. Like,
yeah.
It was pretty crowded.
Yeah.
How I came up,
Yeah. So I grew up, well, my parents got divorced when I was 4, and I had 2 brothers that we lived in the same household. So when my dad left, he left my mom the house, which was awesome.
Mhm.
But then she was stuck with the mortgage payment and 3 kids by herself. So it was not like a glamorous life for us. And she would take us on vacation every year, and we went to Catholic school.
Okay, so
but-
you had it good, fool.
I mean, it was cool, but
You were on vacation. You were in private school. It was rough.
well, the thing about America is that we have things called credit cards.
Sure.
You know, and I back then I
sure.
didn't really think about it. And later on in life, my mom's gonna get mad. Hopefully, she doesn't see this. But I actually come to the realization that my mom was in hella debt. You know, and so
trying to
that's
keep it
why
all
she
together.
afforded all those things for us.
But that's, I respect that because like a lot of parents are like, hey, we just don't have to get that money. She had good credit. She's like, I'm gonna take these kids and take them on vacation. I'm gonna take these kids and take them here. Props to your mom for
And
fucking
some
doing
parents
that.
Yeah,
charge
props
it
to
to
my
the
mom.
game and they go out partying. So at least she was
Yeah.
doing good things and charging it to the game, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, some people charge us to the game and go pop bottles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
true.
so-
yeah,
so at least
I
she was-
definitely appreciate that she did that for us.
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
awesome.
Yeah.
Good for dude. That's not bad. Then that's I mean, it's horrible that she got in debt, but in this country, you tend to you gotta get in debt in order to fucking survive sometimes, man.
Yeah, you do. You really do.
So now you're in Highland Park. So I guess there's do you know Rafa from Boyle Heights?
From
He's a photographer, dude.
no, I don't think
Rafa,
so.
his Instagram is Rafa LA. He's like real cool with everybody in that whole area too. There's a lot of people that grew up in Highland Park where you hear about them later and they're like, oh, they're acting here or they're doing something here or they're on radio or whatever. And it's like, so you think about like all the people that come out of these places that aren't supposed to fucking make it, but yet there's something inside that keeps on pushing you.
Yeah,
Dude, the fact that you've traveled as much as you've been to how many countries?
22.
Damn.
What's your favorite country outside the U.S.?
To live or to visit or to work?
Each.
Oh, okay.
They're all different.
Each one.
Each one, yeah.
So to live, I would probably live in Germany.
Really?
Yeah, I would live in Berlin. And the reasons being that Berlin is like the art mecca of Europe. Okay. So if you make art, you want to be in Berlin. So, and also I know people there, and also the Germans speak English, a lot of them, especially in Berlin. And I just really like the culture out there, and it's also very cheap. It's so cheap over there compared to here.
Okay.
And yeah, I just really like the culture, and I would have a lot of work out there if I lived in Germany. Yeah.
I've been to the Air Force Base there, Ramstein.
I haven't been
I don't know where that's at, what part of Germany that's at, to be honest. But I spent like a few days there, and they had like, it was winter time. It was really cold, and they had like this like, imagine like those Santa's villages, the little ones that you put up. But they like in real life, they had a real big one of these fucking things, and they were drinking this warm wine, and I had a blast. It was beautiful. I can see why you would like it out there.
Yeah, and the people are very nice there, and it's very safe also. And the people, I would say, they're really educated there as well.
Okay.
I really like it out there. And I guess to visit, I really like, you know what, I would also live in Barcelona and Spain.
Oh, I just went to Barcelona for the first time.
Oh.
Fell in love with that place.
Yeah.
Love
it's
that place.
amazing.
Yes. Did you go to that big ass church, the Sagrada Familia?
Yes.
The Gaudi.
Yeah. I filmed a music video in front of there.
What?
Yeah. I actually was just in Barcelona about a month ago, and I actually made an album out there, my first international album.
Homie.
Yeah.
Okay, you're killing the game, dude.
Thank you.
Oh, that's badass. You're in Barcelona. You made an album. Okay.
Yeah, I did a tour out there. I was on tour, and I did a show, I think, in 6 countries. And then I ended up coming back to Barcelona because I ran into my homie Roque from Lupita's Friends. He's like a famous producer out there. And then me and him have been talking about making a project for a few years. And I had only bought a one-way ticket to Europe because I didn't know what I wanted to do at the end. I was like, I think I'm going to do something.
Fucking gangster.
Yeah. So then when we met up, I was like, okay, that's what I'm going to do. And then I came back to Barcelona at the end, and we made the album. Yeah.
Dude, that is sick. So to visit Barcelona, to live Germany, and to work.
But maybe live in Barcelona too, though.
I would live in Barcelona.
Yeah.
You know where else I'd live? Greece.
Oh, I'm going there in like 10 days
To where?
to Athens.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
homie.
perform at a festival.
Bro, I was in
Yeah.
Athens a few months ago,
Ooh.
and it was incredible. So there was areas where you would drive down the coast, you know, and it looked like you were in Malibu.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like you were in Malibu. And some of the houses out there, because I know their economy crashed really hard. They're actually in debt to Germany. Germany pretty much owns Greece. They bailed them out. And so the property value right now, you can buy a 2-bedroom or a 1-bedroom apartment there for about $30,000 to $50,000
What? In Athens?
in Athens.
Oh, wow.
Which would be a freaking great Airbnb or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome.
So there's it made me want to go back. Like I want to go back and check out, because there's a bunch of different islands out there. I just want, like, there's Mykonos, there's I forget the other ones. But yeah, I definitely want to go back. It was just an incredible experience.
Yeah.
Just the Greek culture itself, you know, and the Greek, the you know, the other Greek gods, you know, and just, you know, like
The Acropolis.
dude. So there's the god of wine, Dionysus. Like that fool, like I look, because there's like two versions of this fool. There's the young version, and then there's the older version, right? And I look like the old version of this fucking guy.
That's dope.
And he's got the beard,
Your
and he's
spirit
got
animal.
the hair. I know. Listen, he's a hater. Oh, dude. I know. And so I look like this Greek god, right?
He is me.
That's
awesome.
Dionysus is the god of wine and orgies and things. This guy, this
he
dude,
was living life.
He was living life, homie.
Yeah.
Raised by sirens. He came out of fucking Zeus's thigh, because it was like a whole freaking thing. But this dude, I remember I walked into a place, and then they said, "You look like Zeus." And I said, "Dionysus." And the dude just looked at me like, "What the fuck?" And he goes, "Yeah, you could be
Oh, shit.
And then he sold me a goddamn statue.
Oh, my God.
He goes, "Since you said that here, we have them right here." And I was like, "Oh, shit, now I got to buy it now."
Oh, my God. That's funny. That's
As soon as you said it, he was like, "Got him." One item sold.
That's funny.
You want to do God things? Yeah, fuck, buy this.
For sure.
Come here, Dionysus. I gotta fuel you over here. Here, take your pick, my guy.
Oh, my God. That's amazing.
No, you're going to love it. You are going to love it out there, dude.
Yeah.
It is. And it's not going to be as hot now, because it was pretty hot when we went over there. We went to the, I hope I pronounce it right. I'm going to sound like a dumbass, but the Parthenon, where they used to have it's like that big thing with all the pillars and shit up on the hill. We walked up there and took some pictures up there.
It's beautiful.
I have this bit where I talk about being an Instagram model. And how I'm a body positive model.
I think I saw a clip on your Instagram.
Okay, so
it was at the beach, right?
Yeah, but I do this joke on stage where I tell this whole thing about becoming an Instagram model and just a BOPO BOPO warrior and shit. And so we were up in the Parthenon, and there was we had a photographer with us, right? And and I took off my shirt. I'm like, fuck, I want to take a picture just like laying on this rock, like fucking Dionysus and shit. Bro, fucking this lady just came on me. That is disrespectful. You got a picture. I'm like, oh, fuck, man. I go. And then Troy, this motherfucker's all like, oh, but he's a BOPO model. She's like, I don't give a shit.
She's like, this is not America.
But he's Dionysus.
My ancestor lived on this mountain, lady.
Oh, my God.
Bro, so, dude, you've seen, like, can you remember all the countries that you've been to?
Just little glimpses of them, and some of them it's just for a night. You know, I don't really get to see everywhere I go. Sometimes
that's when you're touring, everybody thinks that you're just out there just fucking sightseeing and shit.
and partying every night. And it's
you're working.
It's a lot of work, and some tours are a party every night, you know, but not every tour. Not recently. Maybe when I was younger, you know, but now also I'm not even drinking right now. I've been sober for 8 months. So
Good for you. Is that because you wanted to, or because you were just getting too fucked up?
Both.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, sometimes you
Yeah.
gotta take a break.
Yeah, I like to take breaks sometimes. That's something I've struggled with since I was a kid.
Alcohol.
Just alcohol and drugs in general. Yeah.
Okay.
So I just
Well, how old were you when you started drinking?
I was like 12.
That's pretty young.
Yeah, it's pretty
Like,
young.
is that like sneaking drinks here and there, or hardcore?
No, that's when I just started. So I only drank like a couple times when I was 12, and
Yeah.
then maybe a couple times 13, a couple times 14. But I really started drinking and doing drugs when I was like 15.
High school.
High school, yeah.
Yeah.
When I found other kids that
that like the
did
same
drugs
shit.
and drank a lot, and that had parents who would let us go to their house and do that.
That's
You
what
know,
my
when
my
it-
parents, my dad, we'd have keggers in the backyard with all my high school friends, and my dad would get fucked up with all of us. Like
Okay, yeah.
And like
I would have
now,
been at your party.
and like now, I think like, holy fuck, man! Like we were just talking about this the other day. That's my son, by the way. I don't know if you know
Oh,
that.
cool.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that's my son.
That's
and,
awesome.
And so, like we were talking about how, you know, when we were younger and you'd go to people's houses and there was a house that you could drink, and the parents
Yeah.
would be like, cool with all these kids drinking. And now, you know, that I'm older and shit, like there's no way in fuck I would let underage kids get fucked up at that. That's like the liability behind all that shit. Like if something happens to one of these fucks,
You're fucked.
that's on you.
Yeah, and I know we've all seen things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would not. I wouldn't do that either with Mike. I don't have kids, but when I do, I wouldn't allow that. No.
No, that's crazy talk.
And also, I plan to raise my kids in a manner that they're not gonna have alcohol and drug dependency issues.
How now? That's a very loaded statement. No disrespect,
Yes.
but how can you guarantee, or how, like, to think that you're gonna stop another human from, because motherfuckers are gonna do what they're gonna do. Like you got kids that grow up in incredible homes with all they literally live in the lap of luxury. I'm thinking about the Menendez brothers. I don't know if you're too young to remember that, but these were these dudes that grew up in Palos Verdes, entitled. They had all the money on the planet, and they killed their parents.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they blasted their fucking parents.
Yeah.
And then you got people that grow up in the hood with a grandma who doesn't speak English, and they turn out to be amazing fucking humans.
Yeah.
Like it's like parents like to take control. Like, oh, my kid just got accepted to fucking UCLA, and or my kid just got accepted to blah blah blah, and then there's other parents that like they did all the right thing and now their kid's locked up. So it's like there's nothing like how you to try to control how somebody's gonna live is kind of like I don't know how, if that's possible even, you know.
Well, the reason I think it is that statistically, people who become drug addicts and alcoholics do not come from healthy households. And just because somebody lives in luxury, it doesn't necessarily mean that they had good parenting.
That's fair. That's 100%
And
fair.
yeah, and that's something that I'm really trying to work on. And I do study parenting and psychology, and I study drug dependencies and stuff. I'm really into all that stuff, like psychology and stuff, and like the biochemical reactions of drugs and alcohol on your body. So I'm really educating myself so that when I do become a parent, I'm not gonna put my kids in the predicaments to form them to even be a person that will become addicted to drugs. Because not everybody becomes addicted to drugs. It's usually because it's like on a super science level, but that when the reason that people become addicted to drugs is because the circuits in their brain are not formed correctly when they're children.
Because of traumas.
Because of traumas. So basically we have all these circuits in your brain that control your serotonin, your dopamine, your cortisol. So when you're always in fight or flight mode in your house, your cortisol is always going off because you think something's going to happen. Cortisol is the thing that goes off in your body when you think you're going to die or you're going to get hurt. So if you're as a child, if your cortisol is constantly shooting off, your circuits are not forming right with the dopamine and the serotonin and the cortisol. And so when you grow up, your circuits are not formed right. So when you do drugs and alcohol, it gives you the feeling of dopamine and serotonin. It shoots it off into your body, and that's why you become addicted to drugs, because your circuits were not formed correctly. And even cortisol, that's what is in an inhaler. You know, when kids have asthma, there's a theory now in the world of psychology and biochemistry that the reason that kids develop asthma at young ages is because their cortisol is always shooting off. When you shoot your inhaler, it's actually a shot of cortisol. And when do kids need their inhaler? When something's happening, right? And they're like, oh my God, something's happening, I need my inhaler. It's because that exact same circuit is really fucked up. So they shoot it into your body. So basically the point is that if you're in a household you're going to be full of uncomfortable situations, your circuits are not going to be formed right. So that puts you at a higher risk to become a drug addict. And so that is what happens to kids, you know, and that's why people become addicted to drugs since they're young. And then if somebody becomes addicted to drugs when they're older, it's usually when they're going through something really crazy in life. And it's the same thing. Your circuits are all fucked up, so your body's not functioning, so you're more susceptible to becoming addicted to drugs because the drugs give you those serotonin shots that you're not getting.
That was a lot. Like, you've been definitely studying this for a while. Yeah, that just you've definitely done a lot of research on this. Mm-hmm. Are you trying to be a psychologist or a counselor? Or?
No, but I've just always been, not always, but I guess like for the last 10 years, I've been studying psychology and biochemistry and human behavior because I've dealt with depression and addiction since I was a small child. So 10 years ago, I decided, holy shit, I can't keep living like this. I want to die, and I'm addicted to drugs, and this needs to stop.
Now, so is this because your father left? Or your mother was, like, you know, on credit cards? Or like
I think that I didn't really think that I had abandonment issues until very recently, in the last few years of my life. I used to think, like, oh, my dad leaving me didn't affect me. It's okay. And it is okay, and I forgive my parents for everything, you know, but to say that you don't have abandonment issues when one of your parents has left you is kind of a foolish thing to say. If you have studied psychology, you'll know that that's pretty much impossible. And also in my household, there was a lot of physical violence. Like, my mom beat us all the time and she yelled at us all the time, and it was just like my cortisol was shooting off all the time, you know. And then also when I got into high school, I was kicking it with the gang, and that's when I started using drugs and alcohol. So I've been through a lot of traumas, like being in the streets and stuff. So that's why I'm working on really changing myself and my circuitry. It's
fucking working, because you are, like, your energy is very, very positive and very freaking cool. Now I want to talk a little bit about you know, you said a couple of things right now. You know, on my bio on Instagram, it says that I'm a fucking Instagram model, that I'm a goddamn guru, that I'm a Reiki master. Mm-hmm. I'm a fucking, I got a lot of titles on there. I'm a comic, I'm a grandpa, I'm a dad. Mm-hmm.
Do you have the Bopo on there?
I am a Bopo warrior on there. And you know, and people ask me, hey, you're a Reiki master? And I can't wait for them to fucking ask me, because I'm telling them about my Reiki experiences. You're a guru? Fuck yeah, I'm a goddamn guru. You know, I mean, I was in a lift one time, and this guy tells me that he's a life coach. And I said, oh, you are? I go, well, I'm a guru. And then he looks at me and goes, oh, you are a guru? I go, yeah. I go, you're a fucking life coach? I'm a goddamn guru, motherfucker. And so, like, you know, and so, when people ask me, I have something to say about it, you know. Now, on your bio, there's a lot of things on there. And one of them that just screams at you is, I went from being suicidal to wanting to live forever.
Yeah.
Or something to that extent. I'm paraphrasing it. Can you... That's a big, I mean, talk about bipolar, homie. That's two goddamn extremes.
Yeah.
And that is, to see you on the other side of that, big props, because that just doesn't happen. You put in some work.
Thank you.
You put in some work, and you had some support, and you had some things that lined up for you to get to that place. Depression is a very real thing. So is anxiety. And I don't understand it.
Because you're not a millennial.
Because I'm...
Tell we have the luxury.
I'm 31. What are you at?
I'm 32.
Oh, okay. So you guys are right there in the same freaking place. And you know, I mean, I grew up with a lunatic father. And
so did I. Who you telling? Welcome to my world.
I was gonna say that I was a lunatic dad, you know. But in my defense, in my head, I'm like, well, at least I'm not as bad as Juan Moreno, you know. And you always compare, like, at least I'm not that. At
And
least
that's good.
which is good, but
Yeah.
it's still not good. Like it's still
Yeah,
like
depending on where the bar is.
yeah,
I mean,
because my bar was so goddamn low.
Yeah.
This guy was a fucking and when I say maniac, he was a maniac. Like this, now, no excuses for him, but at 12 years old, he was on a shrimp boat being raised by goddamn sailors, and the dude had polio, so he had a disability.
Oh, wow.
I mean, and we're talking he was born in the 30s, so that would have been in the 1940s. There was no, didn't give a fuck about kids back then.
Yeah,
It's
and
like,
that means he lived through the Great Depression.
he was born during
He
the
was
Great Depression.
very
They
small during that.
they put him out to die. They weren't going to feed him
Oh,
because
shit.
they had too many goddamn kids, so they put him out there, and his sister would take him food. So this is a
Wow.
guy that, had no business even being alive.
Yeah.
The fact that he even made it to where he made it now, with years of reflection and perspective, I feel different than I did when I was younger. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck this guy, you
Yeah.
know? But now I feel compassion for the dude, you know? And
Same.
so yeah, so I grew up with a lunatic dad. This motherfucker grew up with a lunatic dad. What the hell were we talking about that we started saying lunatic dad?
her bio.
Oh, so your bio, yeah. That's a big like jump. Like you did some like I don't know if you want to share or if you feel comfortable talking about that journey. I want to talk about your album and things, but you as a person, like I feel that stretch right there from this to that is a big part of who the fuck you are and why you've been able to have the success that you have.
Yeah, I agree. And I just want to touch on one thing that you said. You think you did a better job than your dad, and I feel like as a parent, that is like your job. As long as we're doing at least a little bit better than the last generation before us, then we did our job. Because, generational trauma and abuse, it all is passed down. I'm sure your dad's parents beat him, and their parents
yeah.
beat them, and
Yeah.
it's like people don't wake up trying to be bad parents. They do the best they can, and it's just, as long as we're improving and consciously improving, it's a great thing. But yeah, I've struggled with depression my whole life. I wouldn't say I'm depressed anymore as of the last couple years. Of course, I have my down moments, where I feel sad and I feel upset and, stressed out. But as of like a couple years ago, I don't feel like suicidal anymore. I don't feel like killing myself is an option anymore when it used to be for many years. And it's something that I've struggled with since I was a really small kid. Like I remember when I was really little, I don't know, like 7 or something, and I wouldn't wear my seatbelt because I would hope we were going to crash and die.
What?
serious?
Listening to the Smiths? And if a kills the
my
both of
God.
us to die by you.
At
Yeah.
7.
Yeah. So, and when I think about that, I was like, I think back on that, I'm like, wow, I was so little. Like, that's so little to have those thoughts. And I didn't know that back then it was called being suicidal or like depressed, But now when I have been working towards not being depressed, I had to reflect back and think, how long has this been going on? And I realized it's been like that my whole life. And I've also struggled with anxiety my whole life. And I look back to when I was a kid, and I always had really bad sleeping problems. And I always had really bad night terrors, which are like nightmares, but they're worse than nightmares. Like it's to the point where you'll wake up screaming, or you'll wake up like hitting things, or you're like so. Those are symptoms. There's other things that I can get into, but those are symptoms of anxiety that I've had since I was a kid. And so I had to really reflect back, like, how long has this been going on? And so it's been since I was a child. And again, it goes back to, there was a lot of violence in my household. So like I said, my circuits were all fucked up growing up. The serotonin and the dopamine and the cortisol, it was always fight or flight in my house. When I was 8 years old, I ran away. 8 years old. For the first time. Because I was sick of my mom beating the shit out of me.
Was she beat you that bad?
She beat me that bad that at 8 years old I ran away. I literally ran away. And I got caught the same day, but I really literally left. I packed a bag full of clothes, and after school we just walked off the school ground. Me and 2 other girls whose parents would beat them too. And then we just left, and we got caught. And instead of the school asking us, what's going on here? What's happening? I just got in trouble, and I probably got beat again when I went home, And so, anyways, I just, this has been something that I've struggled with my whole life. And like I said, I forgave my parents for everything. And I'm not like somebody that's gonna shame my parents. Like, oh, they're like, they did the best they could. My mom's dad left her when she was a really small child, and my dad's dad left him when he was a very small child. So together, they didn't have a good map on how to raise children. And then my mom's stepdad was a super abusive alcoholic, and there's just a lot of depression and anxiety and drug abuse and alcohol abuse in both sides of my family. It's like basically everyone's like that. And so I'm just really trying to break away from that. But I guess in my early 20s, that's when I realized this is a problem, that I don't enjoy waking up. I wake up every day like, oh fuck, another fucking day, like this sucks, like, you know. That's how. And after, when I was like around 23, I started telling myself like, I don't want to live like this anymore, like I have to change, something has to change. And so that's when I started studying psychology and human behavior. And so that's what got me into that stuff, because it was just honestly out of desperation.
So you literally said, you made the conscious effort to educate yourself and try to figure out, how am I going to unfuck this situation?
Yeah.
Did you take medication?
I've never taken medication, no.
Okay.
And I'm not against medication if people need medication. There's a time and place for medication. But I just want to try to figure it out without medication. Because there is ways to figure it out without medication. And
Sure.
I'm not against it. But I like to do things natural. Like I eat all organic, and I don't even, like I said, I'm not drinking
milk.
or doing drugs. Yeah, my oat milk lattes. You know, so I want to do things in the natural way. So now, to combat those things, I work out a lot. I eat really healthy. I surround myself with people that I love and that love me and respect me, because that was another thing I had to unlearn. In my household, there was a lot of violence, you know, so I grew up associating love with pain. So I always had abusive relationships, basically, point being. So now, over the past few years, I've gotten out of that habit of being in abusive relationships, and I only surround myself with people that make me feel good about myself and that respect me. And I've learned to draw the line. Like, love doesn't have to be associated with pain, not constant pain, because of course people make mistakes.
Sure.
I'm not perfect either. But if somebody's constantly disrespecting you and abusing you, it's most likely not a good idea that you stay in that situation. And I feel like that had a lot to do with my depressive state and anxious state. So all of those things together.
Dude, I gotta tell you, we just met, but I respect the shit out of your your commitment to better, to learn, to do, because a lot of people just get stuck, and it's really hard, and not by any fault of theirs.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a really difficult place to get out of a lot of times. A lot of people never make it out. They unfortunately end up, ending it all. So it's good to hear a positive story, a positive account of like, yeah, I went through this, but I was able to. So like, and look, I didn't intend for this to happen, but shit, anybody that's listening right now that's going through some shit like that, fucking get some help.
Yeah.
Get some help. I mean, even if you can't help yourself, it's a challenge. Not everybody can do that. You need a network of people to help you get through that shit, you know? And I know that during COVID, a lot of people really struggled with depression. When you were locked up, people that were in lockdown by themselves, or people that were in lockdown with just one other person, and they didn't see nobody else, that fucked a lot of people's heads up.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
so.
and it's not an easy thing. I don't want anybody who's listening to this I don't want to come across like it was like this easy thing to get out of my depression, because like I said, I started working on this self-help journey 10 years ago. And to be honest, I still struggle with anxiety. I do. I have a lot of anxiety problems. And also, I will say that being sober really helps me have more mental clarity and stability. And I'm not against drugs and alcohol, but if you're someone who's watching who really struggles with depression and or anxiety, you might want to try to be sober, because it's going to help. And that's another biochemical reaction in your body that you could study, like drugs and alcohol, besides weed.
I was going to say, I hope she's not talking about weed.
Yeah, no, besides weed. All the other ones, they are not good for your mental health. In the short term, And if you can use drugs and alcohol, like recreationally and not habitually, that's fine too, you know.
Yeah.
But a lot of people who struggle with anxiety and depression, they cannot do that.
I was just telling somebody earlier today, like I said, you know, the only thing that stops me from doing an occasional bump is the goddamn fentanyl in the shit.
Yeah, that's another reason why I stopped.
If it wasn't in there, I don't know. I might still be fucking around every once in a while. Every once in a while, not all the time. Kind of like a Big Mac.
Yeah.
Every blue moon.
Kind of like a Big Mac. No, that's real shit though. That's real shit. That shit's scary.
Yeah.
That's another reason why I got sober too, because I was like, the real reason why I got sober is because I started doing blow again, and I was like had a really problem with blow a few years ago now, and so I stopped drinking and doing blow for like 2 years, and then I started drinking again for like a year, and it was cool. I was like, as long as I don't do blow, I could drink. You know, I'm not like I'm not like a blackout drunk or like a fighter.
Well, not if you're doing coke.
I know.
I
right?
could hang.
Yeah, so then I started doing blow again, and when I did it, the first time I did it, I was like, oh, it's okay, I haven't done it in 2 years or 3 years, don't be so hard on myself. But then I started doing it again, you know, and then I was like, oh no, I need to stop this shit because I don't want to do blow. It's not okay with me in my life. So that's why I'm sober again now.
Congratulations, man. That's not an easy thing. Did you go to any program or?
Yes, I definitely go to AA meetings and NA meetings. Yeah. And that's another thing I really recommend to people if you want to get sober. Like you said, you need to get help. Like you cannot do it alone. You need to have a support system to handle your depression and anxiety. Therapy's dope too. I haven't gone to therapy yet, but I need to go, and I definitely support it. But also if you want to get sober, going to AA meetings, it's just like life changing. It really helps me a lot.
Do you rap about that?
I don't think I rapped about going to an AA meeting, but I rap about everything else I just told you.
Yeah.
You rap about being sober?
I do rap about being sober sometimes. Yes. When I'm going through like a period of sobriety, sometimes I'll rap about it. Yeah.
What is your music mostly influenced by? That 13 albums is a lot of albums, and I'm sure that there's been an evolution. Like when you first started, what were you talking about? What were you saying? And as time has passed, how has it evolved?
Man, you know what? It's always been the same story of my life.
Okay.
It's just been since I was 7. I think I started rapping when I was like 17. And it's just always been about my life. So when I was 17, it was about being in the streets, kicking it with the gang, and my mom beating me and my dad leaving me. And you know, then now...
Was it more like an outlet, like almost like therapeutic, like therapy to get it off your chest?
That's exactly what it was, and that's exactly what it still is. My music is very therapeutic. My last album that I dropped, No Chaser, it's more like a banger album, but there's even still a lot of pain and poetry on that album as well. But besides that album, all my albums are just very intimate and poetic, and also very emotional and dark. They always have a dark element to them because it's me. I use my rapping for the most part as therapy, so obviously that means I'm going through some shit when I'm writing. So my music, it's very deep and like passionate, and I feel like that's why I have fans that are like have like a cult following. Like
that's
my fans
the best.
Are crazy.
Those are the best. Those are hard.
Yes.
Those hardcores. That's what you need.
Yeah.
You know, you want the ones that are there for the thick and the thin, not the fair weather fucks. You know.
Yes.
Like,
and I feel like that's why they really connect to me, because I do get so vulnerable and I just tell my truth, and that's something that most people won't do with a good reason. It's hard for me. I face a lot of backlash talking about these things like openly, and like, you know, people judge me and family members don't talk to me. And
I was about to ask, have your parents listened to your music?
Yeah, you know, my dad, he's like my #1 fan. He's so cute. Yeah, he always like goes to my shows and stuff. But my mom, she doesn't really like to listen to my music because a lot of it's sad, and so she doesn't really like hearing it.
It's gotta fucking hurt. And
yeah.
What she said, I didn't beat you that bad.
Yeah.
Why she rapping it like that hard for?
She said she didn't beat me at all. I was like, well,
damn.
Unfortunately for you, Mom, there was 3 of us in the house, and we all remember.
Dude, but that's what, you know what's funny? I had no idea that you were going to talk about that, but I took a screenshot. I hope I took a goddamn screenshot with this post. Let me see. Boom, boom, boom. That's all good. I should have bunch of other people over 40. So this, I don't even know where this came from. But somebody posted this.
Okay.
It says, yes, it's a shirt about child abuse that people over 40 have accepted as a proper way to raise children, mostly because they can't accept the fact that their parents hitting them was wrong and terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Which is crazy that I screenshot this, not knowing that you were going to even say that, right? And then the comments were just crazy. This is on Twitter, and you know, one of the first comments is, "I guess it says, I guess you're one of those who got an award for losing a contest too, didn't you?" Which is
Here's a
which is
millennial.
fucking
Here's a
Twitter,
millennial.
which is fucking Twitter, right?
That's fucking Twitter.
And then this one says, I've come to realize as a parent that my parents had the playbook to properly raise a child. Oh, that my parents had the playbook to properly raise a child. Not all kids got corporal punishment, just the ones that needed it. I mean, how does it hurt a kid to realize there are consequences?
Oh my God.
Consequences can be taught without physical harm. Spankings are wrong. There are better ways to discipline a child. And then it goes on and on and on. And again, there's still people, and I hate that they say people over 40 and they just generalize all us old fucks as, hey, we still long for those days when we could fuck these kids up, you know. And it's not true. Like there's some motherfuckers out there like, you gotta hit your kids, and it's like, hey man, no you don't, you don't. Now I thought that's what you had to do, because that's what they did to me, you know. Like I mean, there was my dad would take out the belt and fucking just start smacking. You know, my mom would do the chancla. I mean, it sounds stereotypical. It sounds stereotypical, but it's goddamn true.
Yeah,
true.
I got the chancla.
Yeah, like
That's why so many people make videos about it, because everybody's been through it, you know?
Yeah.
The
Sure.
chancla shit.
And so, like, you know, my girlfriend, I mean, I'll put it on blast. She got beat. Your parents beat the shit out of you, right? You know?
Oh yeah, I remember the welts.
Yeah.
You know what? My mom, when she would beat us, and then me and my brothers would call it pig trains on our butts, because we would have the welts. We would call them pig trains.
Yeah.
They look like little pigs.
Like a lot of
Hey, but
people.
what would you guys do though?
Nice.
'Cause if you were running away at 7, dude, I don't know. I mean, I'd probably get my ass
Maybe
beat
you
too.
deserve an asshole.
Hey,
You know
because if you
what?
were battle rapping your mom at 7, bro,
Oh my God! No wonder she beat me. No. You know what? The thing also about hitting your kids, it's not a good solution unless you're planning on hitting them their whole life. Because when I turned 12, I started hitting my mom back.
Oh
no.
shit.
Yes, I started hitting my mom back, and we started squabbling, and me and my mom would get in fights. And then after a few fights, she stopped hitting me. And now, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. How do you discipline now?
She couldn't. So that's why it's really not a good idea. And the same thing with my brothers. Like at one point, after they saw me hitting her back, they realized like, oh wait, she can't hit us anymore. And that's when it all went
Like
your
down.
mom? What the
Harriet
fuck?
Tubman over there for these fucking kids, bro. Motherfucking Underground Railroad for abused kids. Everybody, come on, we're gonna fuck up these parents.
we ain't gonna get beat no more.
We ain't gonna get beats no more.
Come on, brothers.
Man, but
shit.
that's one of the big downsides, though. You know, like
Yeah. No, you're
it-
100% correct.
And also there's a million downsides of it. The other thing is, like I said, my mom beating me taught me to associate love with pain. And so, like I said, I've been in a lot of a few abusive relationships, and so have my brothers. You know, and that's something that we need to unlearn, because that's not the only way to handle life. You don't need to be in an abusive relationship with anyone, whether it's with lovers or with family or with friends.
Employers.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
about to say.
You know,
Seriously.
there's so many different places where people just stick it out and they're miserable.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Like, nothing is worth staying. If you're not happy, go.
Yeah.
The fuck out. You know, and that, you know, it doesn't matter how much you think you need to be there. You don't need to be anywhere.
Yeah.
Nowhere. But yeah, no, that's that whole corporal punishment thing is a there are different like in Christianity, for instance, which is, you know, No knocks on the Christians. Not today anyway. But so there's this thing. There's a group of Christians, Christian men, who subscribe to the doctrine of wives, be submissive to your husbands, and husbands, discipline your women, just like Christ disciplines the church or whatever, right?
Oh, wow.
So there's these dudes that you read about this. It's called,
Discipline.
oh my God, it's called Christian. I don't know if it's Christian BDSM or Christian.
Oh.
It's a thing. It's a fucking thing. I went down that rabbit hole one night because I get
that's
stoned
like
and
a
I go through some shit.
So, but those are obviously different, right? Like the BDSM.
It's
that's
not
like
real
sexual,
BDSM. It's not real BDSM.
not.
But they so what they do is like, so the if the wife fucks up somehow, what they deem to be fucked up, they will have her go to the room and get on her knees and reflect and talk to God about what she did wrong, while the husband prays about how many whacks he's gonna give her.
Whoa! Well, this
is real shit.
In America?
In America, yo.
Whoa!
In America.
Whoa!
The hallelujah fucks. You know, they're doing this shit.
The extremists,
dude. Well,
crazy.
No. Listen,
hallelujah fucks.
I don't know if you've seen. I don't know if
Holy
you've seen
shit.
that documentary, that program on Netflix called My Unorthodox Life.
No.
So it's this lady who grew up in an Orthodox Jewish sect in New York. We're talking within the last 10 years, and the women there aren't allowed to learn. They get married off to go make babies and listen to your goddamn husband, who's a lot of times way older. And if you burn the food, they can divorce you.
No.
Dude, yes! Go watch My Unorthodox Life. It's fucking fascinating. You cannot show your sleeves. You cannot show your arms. You gotta cover, or else you're gonna burn in goddamn hell. And so this lady, she started working on the side online and saving money. She started saving money and planning her escape. And she fucking left her kids there. She took one of the kids who's gay. She took the gay kid with her.
It's heartbreaking.
Or she became gay after she took her, or whatever the fuck. Or she came out when she
There
took her. I
you
know.
go.
Well, something happened. And so
Dang.
and so she
Nothing to do with the story, dude.
No, that is important.
That is the story.
Because that means that the kid was hiding their sexuality
Yes.
from the dad. Yeah,
Yes.
that's a key
fucking
point.
toxic fuck over here.
Oh shit.
So, dude,
Became
it's a
gay
listen.
on the runaway, bro. This guy over here, dude.
Christian domestic discipline. Go down that rabbit hole. Smoke a big
discipline,
joint and go down that rabbit hole.
CBD.
Christian domestic
Holy
discipline.
Shit, this is in 2022 in
In
New York.
2022.
In New York, not even in Kansas.
No.
Not even in fucking
not even in
Kansas.
Kansas. No, Christian domestic
Oh.
discipline is happening all over the place, not just in New York. Christian domestic discipline is all over the United States of America. It's not centered anywhere in particular.
So God tells these husbands how many
Yes.
times to hit the wife?
Yes. How many times to whack her so that she learns and she
Not to
becomes
do that
better.
shit again.
Yeah, and
Not
she
to burn the lasagna.
no, so don't get the stories twisted. The ladies
that's
that
sad.
the Orthodox Jews, they can't burn the food. They can't do this. So this lady escaped. She fucking escaped, and now she owns a modeling agency.
Good for her.
She's like a bomb. Like dude, watch My Unorthodox Life. It'll blow your fucking mind.
I'm for sure gonna watch
Blow your
that
mind.
shit.
And then check out Christian domestic discipline.
Whoa.
Yeah, so you know, go in the room, get on your knees, and take off your clothes. I'll be right back, cabrona.
Oh,
I'm gonna
shit.
fucking learn you today.
I gotta go pray, see how
I
much.
gotta pray, see how many
See how many
fucking,
licks you're gonna get.
see what kind of a shellacking I gotta give you.
When
Dude,
God speaks to me.
how crazy is that? That's crazy that shit's
it's-
happening today.
That's
In the
literally
name
insane.
of Jesus.
It's literally insane. Yeah, it's
You know?
it's fucking insane.
So talk about people who they're doing it because it says it in there. Be submissive to your husband. Listen
Yeah.
to this fuck. You know, I don't care how crazy he is. You listen.
Yeah.
Also, you know he's gonna beat your ass and
To
make you
the-
better.
Yeah, to the 2,000-year-old book
So-
that's been rewritten by many
Hey,
people.
hey, listen, I don't to all our Christian brothers and sisters listening, lots of thoughts and prayers.
And keep fucking up those wives. If they don't be listening.
Oh shit!
In the
Get to
name of
whacking.
Jesus.
Get to whacking.
Man, I
Get
trip
to
out all the
whacking.
things that people use the Bible for as an excuse.
Oh,
to
dude,
treat
they
people
used
like
it to
shit.
keep slaves.
Yeah,
They
seriously?
defended. Yeah, they defended it with
Oh my
slaves.
God.
Yes.
I mean, I don't doubt it because
No,
all the
yeah.
other things they defend it with the Bible.
Yes, it says
fucking
be nice to be good to your slaves. As blah blah blah. It's in the Bible. What do you mean you're not gonna have slaves? It's in the Bible. Yeah, Google fucking slaves, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, Jesus Christ.
The same guy.
Same dude.
The
Jesus.
same guy. Oh shit.
Yeah, homie.
Whoa.
It's bananas.
That's terrible.
Okay, so now tell me about your new album.
Oh,
it's about beating up fucking-
You just fucked my head up right now.
Dude.
Christian domestic
Discipline.
disturbance?
Discipline.
Oh, you see, you would have got whacked for getting it wrong. You would have fucked up the words, and your husband would have fucked your
Go
shit up.
get on the pillow and
Oh,
reflect. I'll be right
shit.
back, bitch.
I'll be right back, bitch.
I'm gonna go get the belt.
That's crazy.
Now what is it? Christian domestic what?
Discipline.
Good girl.
Shit.
Only 3 whacks.
Oh, only 3 whacks. Whoa, that's crazy.
That's
I
fucking
know.
wild,
It's
dude.
fucking wild. It's wild as fuck. It's so that belief of disciplining is goes way back. You know, I mean, you read the book of Proverbs. Spare the rod, spoil the child, which means get the rod to hit this fucker with. You know, that's in the book of Proverbs. The book of Proverbs is what people say. This is what you should read. And this is the values that you should live your life with. What it says in this book of Proverbs: spare the rod, spoil the child. That means if you don't hit them, you're gonna fuck them up. This is ingrained in the Bible as a way of life for these people, for a lot of people. So, not to defend these parents that do that, but they're doing it based on what they think is a godly way to raise their child.
Yeah.
You know, again, not defending it, not making an excuse for it, but just trying to be, understanding of where they're coming from, of where this belief system is rooted. You know, all the hate towards the LGBTQ community comes from the Bible. You want to shit on all these old fucks talking shit. They grew up here, and you're gonna go to hell.
Yeah.
My mom had Alzheimer's. She was in their 80s. I told her, "Hey, mom," I used to fuck with her. I used to say, "Hey, mom, the Pope said the gays could get married." She gets so mad that the gays could get married. This woman has Alzheimer's. She don't remember shit, but she knows. Don't be fucking sucking dick if you're a guy.
Oh shit.
Or you're going to hell.
Oh my God.
How are you gonna make grandma woke? Her whole life she's learned that this is horrible, and all of a sudden at 85 you're gonna try to teach her about fucking them and theys?
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen, homie.
It's
For the
impossible.
birds, dude.
Yeah, they're not
Not gonna
gonna.
happen.
It's not gonna happen. You gotta let grandma be fucking toxic.
Yeah, it's true.
You know,
That's
you,
true.
you can't tell Nana that her whole life has been a lie.
Yeah.
You get grandfathered in at a certain point.
Yeah.
Like if you were born after a certain time, like that's your beliefs from here on out. You know, there's no changing you, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
You're born in the 30s? Stop.
The fact that they're still here, let them think however they want to think.
I know.
This fucker made it to 90. Just let them be racist and homophobic.
For real.
fuck's
They've been through some shit.
You know? Shit, they were around before goddamn civil rights.
Dang.
No, seriously, it's fucking crazy, Tom.
Yeah.
I know we go off on a lot of tangents here, but let's talk about your new album. Your new album, No Chaser.
Yes.
But you're sober, and it's called No Chaser.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So basically, I decided the title of the album when I relapsed last year, at the end of last year.
Okay.
The project was, so there's a track on the album, No Chaser, and it's the title track. It's called No Chaser. So that song was not supposed to be on the album. The album was already done, and we put it away. We were working on finishing it already. And then I was just so inspired by that dark moment in my life when I wrote that song. And when I wrote that song, that's when I came up with the name No Chaser. I was like, you know what? That's going to be the album name, and I'm going to put this song on the album, even though it's not supposed to be on the album. So it was inspired by that relapse that I had. Yeah. But it's also interesting because I made most of that album sober.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of it was me living vicariously through my lyrics. When I did feel like getting high or like getting fucked up, I would just write a song about it, and then I wouldn't feel like that, having that urge anymore, because like I said, my music is my therapy, so it was my healthy outlet to let it out.
Wow, dude. That's a great way to let it out versus getting fucked up, to be honest. You know, I like to drink, and I've done a lot of drugs in my day. Now I don't drink as much, not because I don't want to, because I can't handle it anymore. My hangovers are just too severe. Like if I and don't get me wrong, I'll still get on one every once in a while, but it's going to take me a minute to recover.
Okay, yeah.
It's not going to be like before where I could just drink all night, wake up, and let's go.
Yeah.
You know, it beats me up. It beats me up. But I will have a few every once in a while. And, you know, I drink beer and I get bloated.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy some red wine. But mostly nowadays, I smoke.
Okay, yeah.
I smoke a lot, and I don't think there's anything wrong with smoking. I don't know how you feel about the whole weed thing, but
no, I don't have a problem with drugs or alcohol for anybody except for myself.
Sure.
You know, like I'm not against them, and I'm never gonna tell somebody like, oh, you should do this, you should do that. I'm better than you because I'm sober. Like I'm sober because I have a fucking problem. You know, like if I could just drink and not do drugs after I drink, then I would be fine with drinking. You know, but for me, it's something that I struggle with. So. And that's why I'm sober. But I'm for sure not against drugs and alcohol, but especially not against weed.
Yeah.
Weed is like, it's I feel like, I know it's a drug, but it's like in its own category. It's kind of like in the coffee category.
It's an herb.
Yeah. It's like coffee. It's a natural thing. And what's the worst thing that's going to happen when you get high? You're going to fall asleep or eat too much. You know, like get lazy, not do your work. But compared to like alcohol
if you smoke a sativa, you'll get creative. I'm a big fan. Now, where could people listen to your music? I'm sure you're on YouTube, you're all over, and you're on Spotify.
Yeah, definitely. I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Amazon, YouTube, SoundCloud, Tidal. Everywhere you listen to music, my music is there. Yeah.
The one, if you had like, it sounds like you have a huge library, huge catalog. Like, if you were to sit here and say, you want to know who the fuck I am? Go listen to these 3 songs.
Oh, wow. Jeez, that's a hard question. I thought you were going to say album, and then you said songs. Holy
from
shit.
Different albums, you know? Like, where
what?
you can say, like, hey, man, this piece of work right here, it still resonates with me. Like, as a comic, I know comedians where I've seen their specials. I've seen many specials, and then I say, the one joke that I remember, it happened, blah, 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 in this special, but that joke, it's just so fucking so smart, so clever, so this, so that it just resonates in so many levels. What songs would you, or if it's easier for you to say X album, what album would that be?
Well, I guess for the songs, I would probably name like some of my biggest hits, which one would be Give It Time, and that's one of my oldest songs. That's like 10 years old, and that's one of my most famous songs. That was one of my first songs that like went viral, Give It Time. And then I would say Scheming. That's another one of my most famous songs. And that's one of my I think it was like 5 years ago that I made it. It was another viral one. Scheming, it's just such a vibe. Like the energy, it's so strong. And it just kind of takes you like on a journey. Like I'm like talking shit, but it's also like a celebration about where I'm going in this life. And then I guess the third song I would say is another one of my greatest hits. It's called Ain't Shit. And that one's just like aggressive, talking shit, just straight bars. Like there's not even a chorus in the song. It's just straight rap for like fucking 3 minutes or something crazy. Ain't Shit. So I would say those are like the 3 songs that I would say to go check out of mine. And then for an album, like, dang, if you wanted to get to know me, you know what? I guess my Russian Roulette album.
Wow, what a name.
Yeah, Russian Roulette. But I would have to say it's 10 years old. So the recording and the mixing and the mastering is not how it is now.
Nah, fuck it. That raw shit is where it's at, though.
Yeah.
That raw shit is some real shit right there.
That's like really Northeast LA right there.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's a lot of storytelling, and it's very dark. That was a very, very dark moment in my life. And I named it Russian Roulette because when we were halfway through the album, one of my childhood friends, he killed himself playing Russian Roulette. And so we were just so like influenced by that moment in our lives, my brother and I. And so we made the album called Russian Roulette, like kind of like a tribute to him. And also that's just kind of like the vibe of the album. And also my brother, Loudon, he goes by Loudon. He is my main producer, and he has recorded almost all of my music for the last like 12 years now. It's been that he's been recording me. And so shout out to my brother Loudon. And he also produced, he made all the beats on my last album as well, No Chaser.
Nice.
And he made all the beats on Russian Roulette as well. Yeah.
It's a family thing.
Yeah, it's a family thing.
Kind of like Selena.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah,
It really
he's
is.
He's
like
your
that.
A.B. Quintanilla.
He is.
No, that's awesome.
cool.
That's good.
Yeah,
And-
he's been through a lot too. Like he was in and out of juvenile hall and doing heroin when we were teenagers. And the reason we even started making music together was because he was locked up in juvie for like a year and a half. And at this point, this was when he was like 16, 17. And he was already in and out of juvie for a few years. But then my mom decided that she wanted to give him a fresh start when he got out of jail because he was going in and out. And he was about to turn 18. So I told my mom, I was like, look, my brother's either going to go to prison because he's going to be 18 or he's going to die. Because that was what was happening to all of our friends. Everyone's going to prison now because we're all not kids anymore. We're big kids now. Or they're dying. So my mom finally, she moved to Seattle. She fucking packed up her whole life and moved. She left to Seattle. And so I went up there. I was like 18. And I moved up there because I wanted to support my brother during the move. And also because I was tired of the street life too. I was just not in a good place at all. So anyways, the reason I say that is because when we moved up to Seattle, that's when my brother and I started making music in my brother's room. And it was just me and him. And we didn't have any friends. All we had was me and my brother and my mom. So we had nothing to do, just make music. So that's how we started making music.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. And before we started the interview, you were talking about you went skydiving and you recorded a video.
Yes.
Which is a hell of a video to record.
Yeah.
That tell me a little bit about that, because that's, jumping out of a plane in and of itself is a feat. You fucking did a goddamn music video and jumped out of a plane at the same time. That's pretty gangster.
Thank you. Yeah, it was amazing. So I did this song with this dope artist called Zuby, and we have a song called Live It Up. And so he asked me if I wanted to make a music video, and I was like, hell yeah. And then he's like, okay, let me think about what we're going to do. And then he's like, okay, I got the idea. We're going to skydive out of a plane. And honestly, I thought he was like joking, and he's like, are you down? And I was like, yeah, of course I'm down. I'm down for anything. And then we really did it.
I'm down for whatever.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I'm fucking down. Don't ask me twice. But so we did it. We filmed the music video skydiving out of a fucking plane. And it was amazing. I never need to do it again. But it was a great experience. I'm glad I did it. And it was life changing. It was really, I had an ego death in that experience. It was amazing. Yeah.
It is an incredible experience to jump out of a fucking plane. I've never bungee jumped and shit like that, but I did skydive. I was fortunate enough to do that, and I say fortunate because, every once in a while on social media, there'll be a thing, like a little checklist, right? And it'll say, give yourself a point for every thing that you've done. So it says drugs, been arrested, been on TV,
check them all,
blah blah blah. There was, and then it had skydiving, and I had just done it.
That's dope.
That would have been the only box that I wouldn't have been able to check.
Oh my god!
But I was able to check every single one of those fucking boxes, which was like, oh fuck, like that. Like I'm like, there's a lot of pain in there. A lot of pain in a lot of those check marks.
Yeah, I bet.
But it's a fucking full life.
Yeah,
at
you've
the
lived.
same time. When you've checked that many boxes, you've had a full life. There's really no complaints. There's, you can't say no regrets. That's an easy thing to say. There's things that you wish you would have done different, but you learn from it, and as long as you don't fucking repeat that same shit, then that's progress. Like you were saying earlier, like if you're better than what your parents did, then you did you did your job. You know, as whatever it was, you still did better than what those fucks did.
Yeah.
You know, and that's and the way that you were talking about preparing yourself for when you do have kids. This is what I'm gonna do so that I don't cause these traumas and these fuckers. That right there, big props for that.
Thank you.
That's huge. That's
Thank you.
fucking huge to make that conscious decision.
Yeah.
And do something about it, not just hope.
The plan.
Yeah, it's
Having
the plan.
a plan and following through.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's the plan. Hopefully it works.
Oh, dude, it seems like everything that you've done, like you seem like a pretty goal-oriented person.
Yeah.
That goes out there and just gets it. Like, ain't nobody gonna give you shit. You go out there, you take it. The fact that you told me you have a cult following, I respect that. That cult following, those cult followings, hey, man, look at these cult leaders. Those motherfuckers are willing to die for them.
Yeah.
You know? On the, I have a Brujo 101 podcast, and when I hear those stories about these people that say, hey, you know, I have these hardcores, and with these hardcores, even if I don't get one more fan, these motherfuckers will feed me.
Yeah.
I will eat because I have these guys that got my back, you know?
Yeah, I'm so blessed and grateful for my fan base. They're so loyal. They're just like, I call them the Satori Mob.
The Satori Mob.
Yeah, and that's also my clothing line. But they're
So
just,
okay, you have a clothing line.
Mm-hmm.
You model.
Mm-hmm.
You rap. You study psychology.
Yeah.
When the fuck do you have time to do all these things?
You know what? Like I said, I have a lot of sleeping problems. My anxiety doesn't let me sleep, so I have a lot of time.
Tell me about your clothing line.
I'm hyper focused. I've always been like just very active, I guess. Maybe not when I was a teenager, but I guess it was just really around my early 20s when I realized, oh shit, like life is passing by. I need to do something to change everything. And I feel like in some ways my obsession with creating and succeeding is definitely like a distraction and like a coping mechanism, you know. And I definitely would say I'm a workaholic, and sometimes it's to the point that it affects other areas in my life negatively. But it's a good addiction if you had to have one.
Of course. So your clothing line, when did you start that, and what is it?
So I started pressing shirts like about 10 years ago because people would ask me at the shows. They'll be like, "Oh, do you have any Reverie shirts?" And after a few people asked me, I was like, "Oh, I think I need to make shirts." Like that's you know, and so I did, and then I got ripped off a bunch of times by people saying, "Oh, I'll invest in you," and then you know they're like, "Oh, I'll give you half the profit," and then when I make $20, they're like, "Oh, well, I was gonna give you 10, but I had to pay for the shirt, and then I had to pay extra for the screen printer, and then I had to pay for the design, and then I'm getting $5 a shirt." And then after it happened a few times, I started catching on, like, wait a minute, these motherfuckers are ripping me off, you know? So I started pressing them myself, and then it was in 2017. That's when I came up with my clothing line. I have a brand now, and it's called the Satori Mob. And I was curating it for a couple years. I had a couple other different brand names that I'd never released because it just didn't feel right. And the Satori Mob was established in 2017. So we have been around now for 5 years, and we ship all over the whole world to countries I never heard of sometimes. We're in all the continents except Antarctica. So Antarctica, hit me up. I'll send you a free package because I need to be in Antarctica. And then I'm worldwide all the way.
I think you need to be careful because I know that a big chunk of our listeners come from Antarctica.
It's
so
over.
they're all going to hit you up for
Your website's going to fucking crash.
You know what? Let's fucking go. First 5 people from Antarctica, hit me up.
All you Eskimos.
Yes. All the Eskimos. What's up?
Oh, do they even have communication in Antarctica, Hooter?
Oh, dude, you don't think they have Wi-Fi out there? You're crazy, bro. Fucking crazy.
They don't have lights either.
What's the password? Klondike. Burr with 4 R's.
Oh my god.
Well, listen, it's you're a fascinating human being, dude. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna listen to a lot of your fucking albums.
Hey,
like,
I'm excited.
you know, because I mean, you know, before you came, you know, I dabble, I look here, I look in this and this and that. But I've been seeing you. I've been seeing you for a while. Like you pop up on social media. Whatever you're doing it right because people are talking about you.
Thank you.
You know, you pop up and it's like, okay, who the fuck is this chick? Who is this chick? And that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Like when you're constantly popping up on things, that means that you're doing something. You're hitting the algorithm, huh?
Good, because I'm shadow banned, so I'm glad I'm hitting some
Are
people's
you?
pages. Yes, I'm fucking shadow banned.
Why? What do you post?
I promote my OnlyFans. And I stopped promoting the link because that's why they started shadow banning me. So I was shadow banned for like the past like couple years now it's been. But now I realized that if you just have an external website, you don't put onlyfans.com/Reverie Love. Now I put thereverielove.com and then I'm good. So they won't.
Why are they so afraid of OnlyFans?
I'm not sure, and it's really ridiculous because
It is ridiculous.
my OnlyFans, I don't do porn or nudity. I'm not against that. I just don't do that. But I only say that because Instagram lets girls show their bare naked ass.
Homie.
But I can't even promote
Homie.
my shit, and it's
Horses getting jacked off.
What?
You know how many times that shows up on
That
my
shows
Explore?
up on my goddamn feed too.
my Explore page,
Yeah, my Explore page.
bro.
Yes,
Horses
yes.
getting jacked off.
By hot chicks.
The hottest,
The
hottest farmer bitches you've
ever seen in your life. Just jacking off these
Just-
horses and putting it, because they're taking it to get other horses pregnant and shit.
Yeah.
They're like studs.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like, oh my God, come on me. No. It's not like that. It's not like, oh my God, you sexy horse. I need this sexy. Come on.
And I love
give
how
it to
these
me,
chicks.
baby.
I love how these chicks are dressed sexy, like if the horse needs that. You know?
oh my God, they know what they're doing. You
dude,
see,
it's
why
fucking
don't they?
sick.
It's so
Yeah, but
ridiculous.
nobody says shit to
like,
them.
They don't.
Bro, I put a picture of myself at a nudist resort, but I'm standing behind a cactus. And I had
Big
like
cactus.
and one of the thorns was covering my dick.
From that cactus, it's the thickest thorn of all cactuses.
Oh my God.
And so, so you can't see shit, you know?
Yeah.
Shit got flagged. Shit got taken down almost immediately. So then, of course, I put some fireworks on it just because it was 4th of July. And I said, okay, I'm going to put these skyrockets on here. They're not going to say shit. Meanwhile, the other day, Tommy Lee posted a picture of his hog in the middle of the night with the caption, oops. Now, I'm on Twitter, and it says Tommy Lee, and I'm like, oh, shit, I hope this motherfucker didn't die. So, of course, I go check out Tommy Lee because he's trending. There's a fucking big-ass picture of his hog right there.
Oh,
and Tommy Lee has a big... You don't need you can't cover his shit up with the goddamn thorn. Or a cactus. Now, you need a fucking saguayo for that motherfucker.
Oh, man.
You need a goddamn sequoia.
Oh, my
Cover
God.
that. But... And it's just right there hanging.
Oh, shit.
Nobody took it down. It's trending on Twitter. Tommy Lee's dick is trending on Twitter.
Is it still up? I want to see it.
No, it's not up.
Damn it.
But I took a screenshot.
Just to show people.
Just to show people. And then I was like, I'm like, I've stared at this dick more than I stare at culos on this goddamn app. What the fuck is going on here?
Damn, that's trash.
Yeah. But that's crazy that they shadow ban you. But Tommy Lee's fucking hog is all over fucking the internet.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Bananas.
It's ridiculous.
But they are afraid of nudity for some reason. It's I'll show you all the goddamn, the ARs firing off and blasting.
Yeah.
But don't you dare show a titty. You motherfucker.
It's really interesting. It's like select nudity deal, because I'm telling you, I see bare asses on Instagram all the time, or I'll see girls like, you could see their nipples all the way, but it's just like with like a mesh shirt. Or like the other day, I saw this girl twerking in this music video, and she bent down and she was like shaking her ass, and she didn't have any pants on. You could literally see like the brown around the butthole, like you could see that, and I was like, whoa, this has been here for a couple weeks. Like, I wonder how it hasn't got flagged yet. I don't know how they choose like what to.
Fucking racist. Nice.
They hate me.
It's the algorithm, guys.
It's the algorithm, guys.
Yeah.
I like saying algorithm. I don't even know what it is.
It does suck being shadow banned, though. It's really fucked up. As a creator, like, it's something that my social media is important, so I'm not reaching a lot of people because of it. So me hearing that I'm popping up another ways, like that makes me feel better.
Yeah,
you know?
like so like different people will post you. Like I think the first time I saw any of your stuff was from Felipe Esparza.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from What's Up, Fool?
Shout out to Felipe. Yeah, hell yeah.
Big shout out to the What's Up Fool podcast.
Yeah.
And also let's shout out the homie E-Zone too, man. We don't smoke the
that's E-Zone.
same.
Yeah, hell yeah. Actually, you know, so on the album I have a song called Los Angeles, and it's with Sick Jackin', and we're dropping a music video for it this Thursday. And actually, Felipe Esparza made a cameo in the video.
Sick.
It's so dope.
Oh,
You guys are gonna love it.
Yeah, I'll
It's
check it out for sure. Yeah.
And Danny Trejo's in it too.
Oh, what?
Sick.
Yeah, it's really dope.
That's badass, dude. Those are
Yeah, thank you.
Those dudes
shout
are
out
LA.
to them. Yeah, shout out to
Yeah,
them. Thank
yeah.
you for being on my video. I'm so grateful and excited.
and that's the other thing too, like raza, you know, supporting raza.
It's
you
beautiful.
know, it is beautiful. Were you inspired by Chicano rappers at all, or not really?
Yeah, hell yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Hell yeah. I loved Little Rob when I was like in high school and junior high. He for sure had a huge influence on me when I first started writing. And I know he's not really considered Chicano rap, but he is Latino. Immortal Technique. Immortal Technique. He's from New York. I think he's Peruvian. I hope I don't fuck this up. I think he's Peruvian, but he was one of the first people that I listened to for sure. And I listened to like Pocos Pero Locos.
Yeah,
too. Yeah,
Kool-Aid.
hell yeah. And then also Cypress Hill for
Yeah,
sure.
of course.
Like I listened to a bunch of Latinos. Yeah, they definitely have a huge. I mean, just growing up in LA, everything. We're all
One of the-
in my school. Everyone was Mexican. There was probably like 5 black kids and like 5 white kids, and we had Filipinos, but it was mostly all Mexican. Like it's in me.
Nice. The one of the biggest songs was a Spanglish song, which was Mentirosa by Melamanes. I remember when that song came out. I was probably just out of high school.
Okay.
And that thing, they were just blasting the shit. I mean, because, you know, he sampled a little bit of Santana in that song, right?
Okay.
And it's just, I remember that was the first time that it was like, oh, shit. You know, and then you also had, back in the day, you had Lighter Shade of Brown. Those dudes were like, and then of course, you know, what's his name, Kid Frost came out, and there's been a lot of dudes that were in there in the trenches early on, you know, that were, you know, and then the Baker Boys, I mean, those dudes were just opening up all kinds of doors. You know, those dudes are solid dudes, by the way, solid dudes.
Yeah, I listened to all the people that you named right now. My dad, I would listen to them with my dad.
Figure, yeah, your
he
dad.
always would play those people too.
How old is your dad?
My dad's 50, like 55 or something like that.
Same age. I'm 54.
Okay,
well, I'm 53, so I'll be
Okay.
54
Yeah.
coming up. So yeah.
Yeah, he grew me up on all that stuff.
Yeah, me
Especially
and your dad
Cypress
probably
Hill.
fucking
a
partied at
lot.
some. I'm kidding. I told him not to leave.
Oh my god.
He didn't listen.
He was like, I'm done.
We've touched on a lot of heavy subjects, and I want people to go and check out your stuff. You know, Reverie Love. What's your Instagram, honey?
Yeah, Reverie Love on everything. I'm on
Everything.
Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, OnlyFans, YouTube, Facebook, SoundCloud. My website, reverielove.com, everything.
What do you put on OnlyFans?
On my OnlyFans, I have pictures in lingerie and bathing suits, and I'll do like twerk videos. And I also am messaging my fans all the time, replying to DMs.
And that's the thing, right? Like
Yeah.
a lot of communication with the fans.
Yeah, that's important. That's something that not everybody cares about on OnlyFans, but a lot of people really like that I write back to them. Yeah. It's a lot. It's very sexy. It's very sexy stuff. It's not naked, but it's very sexy. I have thousands of subscribers.
I should do my Bopo OnlyFans.
You should.
I'm gonna start getting horses, bro, because those numbers are just killing. Dude.
Oh my god! You
Yeah,
can get
those
paid
reels.
for those reels. Yeah,
Those reels, homie.
Mhm.
They're killing it with the horse
fucking
dick.
horses, dude.
That's disgusting. I can't believe they put that on there.
Oh,
but then again, I
dude.
could.
I'm a fucking horse and a honey away from fucking
Oh.
just really making cash on these reels, bro.
Oh shit.
little sexy ranchera, honey, dude.
With a hat.
On the ranch.
And that's it. A hat and a thong. Yeah, go get that horse, mija.
And a cow printed thong, dude.
Before I call a Christian to spank you.
Before we call it a Christian domestic discipline.
Yeah.
Ooh, you're gonna
See,
get
you
spared. See what 3 wax does?
Oh, now I'm obedient.
See, your mom was on to something. Here you are, all depressed.
Oh my God. Who would have known? All I needed was that.
Well, she didn't say hallelujah afterward.
That's where she fucked up.
She went 3 wax over.
It would have all made sense.
If she would have just consulted with the Lord, it would have been
God would have told her.
It was the missing piece.
All right, I'm going to change this to the topic a little bit here. Did you guys see Del Taco, their new product?
Mm-mm.
They got the tortas.
Torta?
Torta.
Because that's how they say it?
That's how they say it. the tortas
No,
from
they
Taco.
didn't.
I swear to God, they
Torta?
got the
Seriously?
torta. It's not sorta good. It's torta good.
Torta? Is that the
No.
slogan?
I shit you not.
Is that the slogan?
I heard it in Kansas, and I did. I was watching ESPN, all the highlights from the games, and boom.
He's gonna hate us.
Dude, the best part was watching a Del Taco commercial for tortas in Kansas.
Oh shit!
If
Torta good.
It's torta good. It's not sorta good. It's torta good, and they do like 3 different plays on words. Did I forget? I might have wrote it down.
I know. I'm like, I want to know the other two.
Dude, in Kansas, that shit's probably killing.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Damn, but
Are
tortas
you
are
kidding me?
good. Shit.
No, I just put Del Taco tortas.
I don't know about the taco torta though.
Bro, and you're just like, are you like, that's enough. That's enough. Like, what the, like, talk about gentrification and cultural appropriation. And it's like, fuck you, Del Taco. That's what I'm going to say right now.
Torta.
And if you are an asshole buying a torta, if you're buying a torta, period. But if you're buying a torta from Del Taco, go get help. What are you doing contributing to this goddamn freaking crazy talk? You might as well go look at the crazy racist birds at Disneyland. Hello, mis amigos. I just had a torta from Del Taco.
Oh my God! Did they take that off?
The
ride?
The crazy birds? No.
Are you sure?
Oh, no, I'm positive.
They
The
removed.
Enchanted Tiki Room is there. The Enchanted
okay.
Tiki Room, it's got a white dude fucking, hello, mis amigos. I just woke up from my siesta. My naps are getting shorter and shorter.
Oh my God! You know what? I saw it a year ago.
Homie.
But they took off some stuff off the worldly one.
Yeah, they took it off everybody but the Mexican bird. That's a fucking everybody. Hey, we're gonna fix we're gonna do the Princess and the Frog. We're not gonna have racist pirates. We're not gonna have sexist pirates. We're not gonna have this. But this goddamn white fucking stereotypical bird we're still gonna have. And that fucking bird eats tortas.
Matter of fact, come bring him some tortas.
Yeah, bring this
him
fucking bird some tortas so he could choke.
Oh my God!
Yeah, dude, that's
Interesting.
frustrating.
Yeah.
You know, when George Lopez and who's the other homie? Leguizamo are over there fighting because
Oh yeah, they were recently fighting. What
yeah,
were they mad about?
because of the Fidel Castro.
Fidel Castro
Because who's that actor that was gonna play him?
from Pineapple Express.
Yes. God damn.
Oh, I forgot his name.
I forget
James
his name.
Franco.
James Franco.
Mhm.
James Franco was gonna play Fidel Castro,
Yeah.
and these guys are like, "Fucking no, we're gonna need a Latino playing this." Hey
Yeah.
man, let's go take care of the birds, and then we'll worry about the Cubans. Let's get rid of these fucking racist birds first, and then let's fucking go fuck with the Cubans. But right now, let the
shit.
Cubans handle the Cubans.
Priorities.
Yeah,
let's get our priorities straight.
Let's get our
Let's get this fucking racist birds out of Disneyland. We've been screaming this since day one at the Yo 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 podcast. We were
And
at
let's
the
get
forefront.
tortas. Let's get tortas out of Del Taco, bro.
Tortas out of
Yeah.
Del Taco and racist birds out of Disneyland.
And then we can
Torta.
worry about James Franco, bro.
Yeah, and then go listen to Reverie Love.
Yes.
All over every platform you could think of. Hey Chiki, are we able to attach a song to the end of the podcast? we could probably send it to Chris. I'll see if he could do it. If he could do it, what song do you want us to play from the new album?
Yeah, let's play. When is this gonna drop?
I'm over here like fucking
Just promise you shit.
yeah, just
dude.
make yeah. Hey
Promise you
Chris,
shit.
nah, I think he could do it.
Nice.
Okay, yeah. Okay, let's put the Los Angeles music video then. The
Boom.
one I'm about to drop with Sick Jackin and Danny Trejo and Felipe
Yeah.
Esparza.
Let's do that. Let's put the music video on the video, and then on the audio we'll do the song. So if you could send the audio file and the video file, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'll send it to you tomorrow.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I know. Hey, listen, I fucking make shit up on the fly here.
We could do that, right, Chiki?
We could do that, right, Chiki?
Chiki's shaking her head. No, yeah, it'll be fine.
Hey, listen, she made it through the caravan. She could do that shit.
When
Yeah,
there's a will, there's a
Yeah.
way.
She's a Guatemalan, and I rescued her from the caravan.
Oh, you're so kind.
I know. That's my little Guati rescue right there.
Nice.
I took her to technical school.
Oh my god, an import. I like it.
That was the first reaction where somebody said, "You're so kind."
Oh my god.
I know,
What do they
everybody's like,
usually
shut
say?
the fuck
Oh my god.
Yeah, she knows she listens because otherwise she gets Christian domestic.
Is it really that bad? Oh my god. Or I'll be good then. I'll be good. Oh my god.
Oh my God. All right. Thank you so much for coming on here. It was
you.
an absolute pleasure listening to your story. Super inspiring. Congratulations to you on
Thank you.
on not only all your success, all your travels, all the creativity that you've put into all your projects, but also to be able to fucking reach inside, take the time to learn. When you start talking about psychology and all the different stuff, like I was literally like, it's hard for me to shut the fuck up and listen a lot of times. That's a problem that I have that I recognize. But you really, like, when you started talking, there's people that just talk.
Yeah.
You had shit to say that was like, okay, this is some fucking really not only interesting but informative. And I think that there's a lot of people, a lot of millennials that are in that boat of depression and anxiety, and especially with everything that's happened the last few years. So hopefully that they can listen and say, hey man, there is a other side to this.
Yeah.
There's a brighter side to this.
Yeah.
It might not be immediately, it might not be right now, but hey, this person can do it. That shows me that there's a blueprint that I could do it as well.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like when you make the world a better place, and I know that sounds like such a cliche, but it's true.
It's true.
It's true. You just go out there and one person at a time, just positive energy all the time. I got nothing but respect for that and for everything that you've done. Congratulations, continued success.
Thank you.
You're welcome here anytime you want.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
Much love to you. Thank you guys for tuning in. Everybody that's on the Patreon, big ass shout out to you guys. We got bonus episode coming up. And then everybody else, fucking hit us up on rate and review, share us with your friends, share us at the church with the congregation. Tell your pastor about the Yo 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 podcast. Much love and stay blessed.
Peace.
So things have been it's been difficult at home, and me and my mom were really struggling. And this taco business and our truck, it's just everything's just going sideways.
I know. I spoke with your mom. I'm always do what I can for you. And things are gonna work out. I would like for you to have this. It's a prayer plan. When you take care of this plan, things will get better in your life and you'll grow together. Remember, things are gonna be better. Okay? I love you.
Love you. Thank you.
They call us lost angels. Shit, I was never lost. What city was? Kids pulling triggers. Grave diggers was filling walls. Apartments had ceiling floors. And you can never really floss. Cause all that homie talk will go out the window. I still in yours. Bars on my window. Bars on my door frame. PCP and cocaine rock the view. I know the game. We were there to grow the gang. Little shooters go and bang the corner market so that the big homies can go and slang. But it ain't like we planned that. We were kids. The government would hand that. And crash units coming smashing red traps. Ask big about him though he can't talk. Imagine what they did to immigrant kids with the beers and a piece of chalk. But look at Pico Union now. Downtown to Hollywood. Every celebrity looks and acts like the probably hood. We didn't see you on the block back then. It means that you're acting while the rest of us are dodging and acting, huh?
Banging, my city so dangerous. Angels in the sky with the thugs and the gangsters. Los Angeles, banging, my city so dangerous. Angels in the sky with the thugs and the gangsters. Don't know where I'm from. Think I already know who I roll with. OG Indo in the blunt, and it's time to hit the brakes. Go, bitch. You know, bitch. This a blessing. Palm trees and sunshine. Ain't no love for the one times. My hometown, you know mine. I love my city full of hustlers and psychos. Rap it everywhere that I go. Welcome to the night show. Posted on the block, running from the cops. Ain't no time to sleep. Yeah, my city never stops. To get a struggle, time to hustle. Picking pieces to the puzzle. Speaking louder, never mumble. Touchdown, I never fumble. A Mexican descent came from illegal immigrants. We crossed the border, fucking walk. Cut off my legs, I'm finna crawl. This my story, tell it all. I ain't got no fucking shame. Haters used to call me a lame. Now my whole city know my name, bitch.
My city so bad, my city so dogs in the dogs.
I'm from Los Angeles, banging, my city so dangerous. Angels in the sky with the thugs and the gangsters. Los Angeles, banging, my city so dangerous. Angels in the sky with the thugs and the gangsters. Los Angeles, banging, my city so dangerous. Angels in the sky with the thugs and the gangsters. Los Angeles, banging, my city so dangerous. Angels in the sky with the thugs and the gangsters.
it's just a little bit. I think I could